The Boilermakers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it today. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. They are going... depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He's got it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Purdue's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the maestro of this offense, looking to lead this team to a win in the opener. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team today, but let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Back to pass. Extending the play. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to him. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? Quarterback running on the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Firing to the right, complete. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Oh, they're after him. He makes a grab. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. He'll do it himself. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They have had the ball for a week and a half. Play number 10 coming up. Touchdown, App State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's 1st down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra. To think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. There he goes. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. Touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run.
Touchdown, Boilermaker! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, this is part of the field. Once you start getting in the red zone and field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They're setting up the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Here's a heat. A little release to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out the open field and make some plays for this offense.
The Boilermakers getting set on 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the officials will stop play momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I don't think people realize how fast windows close in sports, man. Like, it happens so fast. It looked like the QB thought he had some space, was going to go get the first down, but you got to love the speed of the defense, corralling him quickly and stopping him short of the first down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Guys, let's chat about App State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
He'll field the punt and take it back. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Rushes on him. Finds space on the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Under fire. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Across, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Turns it loose. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in week 1. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Hurricanes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in West Lafayette. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross-Ade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Off the play fake on first down. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. This time they'll go to the running game. Makes a pass to Marker. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him.
He's loose on the right. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. 6th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the 2nd half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this 2nd half.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 3rd and 6 yards to go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Fires to the tight end. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. It's a draw. Not much doing. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Now they'll run the draw.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Give to the running back. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the officials will stop playing momentarily here to check on the shaken-up Boilermaker. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. He's got it again. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Made the grab in the end zone.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to him. Push down for the tackle.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
Takes the handoff. It's Lowry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.